Welcome back, everybody. Monte here, playing in the Monte. That's right, we're playing some Transport Fever free play. Last time I left you guys, it was early in the 1850s. Now it's late in the 1860s, almost 1870, and we are finally kind of crisscrossing on our financials. We're not even close to paying off any of our $6.5 million in loan debt. However, when I did peek over some into the green, I fixed some things. Not as much. Now, like this train, for example, I bought him, and I meant to add a secondary locomotive to the back to help with the power of the hill. Now, I did create the flip around, so now I can do a nice drive up this way. I finally had money to add the waypoint. That took a while, just to have money. So I was unfortunately stuck going up the slow route, which really was dropping me down to like 5 kilometers per hour. But things are going better. I'm going to go first person here on the train. Oh, no, I dropped him down here. I lost him in the UI. Here we go, this guy right here. Let's check him on out. And he's moving right along. So this has been happening the Wheat Moo Moo Oh No, heading for Eugene South. Yeah, so we're making some food. Hopefully this is going to be turning a profit. Like I said, it's been taking a while, so there's been, trust me, nothing to really see except adding a waypoint and then beautifying my farm a little bit. So while this guy runs, let's jump in to our mighty fly around. Let's fly past our other food train here. He's doing okay, but as you can see, my fleet is aging. You can see it in the design here. Watch, I'll zoom in on this guy. Like, I got some different colored cars, but look, you can see the rust. Look at that, that's looking nasty. In a good kind of way, but this was nice and fresh and gold, and boy, it's just looking pretty shabby as our money continues to decline. But like I said, things are set up properly. One other thing that I did forget to do in the first episode when I took out those initial loans, as we fly by and see the little loop I added. That's all I did. I said, I know, and I said I wouldn't add too much, but I added a loop around here. Took a little bit of finagling to get around the fields without blowing up any fields and not interfering on the expansion of the farm, which is still at level 1. What I'm going to be doing is checking this stuff out and then bringing you guys back into the future, kind of bypass some of the train feverish type stuff, because that's what you guys want to see, some of the new content, what's new going on. And some of this track building has definitely been new. But what I added over here in Phoenix was an actual transfer for the goods. I had the station here, but it was only providing goods to such a small amount of shopping. And even my one shop that was here looks like it's gone. It's changed into residential. So as you can see, this station here was only covering these 6 or 7, 8 buildings, whatever's here. So to cover all these buildings, I needed to create a transfer. So I'm covering all these. These guys are not being covered. No stuff for them. Nothing for them. Sucks to be them. However, it's very interesting. It's in commercial building. I'm not showing any needs for the shopping materials here. Cargo needs. Look. No cargo needs on that commercial building. How interesting. But I know it's out of the range, so maybe that's just kind of part of it. Anyway, things are going good. We've got the bread moving right along. This guy's going to give us a little checkout on that. Oh, here we go. First person mode. Checking out the town. I mean, it's tough doing landscaping out in the desert. I got some nice little tables and chairs and trees and such. Hey. Hear that. We're holding hands. Just a happy day here in Phoenix. Anyway, we're going to jump back up. See how things are going, and let's jump on the hype train up here, which has secret DeLorean powers, which transports us into the future. Train number 1. We will call the DeLorean. Maybe. I don't know what we'll do. Anyway, let's hop on. It looks like it's aged. It looks like it needs to go back in time. But we're going to go into the future and probably age this thing even more. So let's hop in. Year is 1869. We've got to jump to the future. Warp speed engaged. And we're off. Let's go. Oh, it's happening. We have warped forward so far that we're even reversed the directions. You know, weird things happen with these travel things. But anyway, we're heading back to Eugene sightings on the food for Phoenix and Eugene. In our, well, let's take a look at him. Really old looking train number 1. Needs some help. Looking worse than last time. Like I said, Keymore needs a trip to the past. But we'll get him upgraded eventually. Look at this money, 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 money. We could pay off some loans. I paid off $2 million in loans. We could pay off some more, however. Why I'm bringing you back. It is 1882 News Flash. The Monte News Flash. We are going to have some upgrades, it looks like, very soon. So I'm going to go full speed here, let these trucks really move right along. Our farms are really getting close to max production. And also the food processing plant, which, where's a good spot? Let's bring them down here. These are going to look good right here. And here's a little something I did. I added a road depot. And I learned something really cool with farms now. See, there's cool things to talk about. Farms, you got roads, right? Roads, tracks, anything. You go through a farm and it's going to be like, hey, let's remove these fields. However, pillars do not remove farms. So you could build, wow, look at that. Massive mega bridges you could build if you wanted. But I just built this nice little tiny one and built over the farms quite nicely. And check that out. Looks pretty nice. How are these guys doing? Oh, no, their production is dropping. We're going to see what we can do here. Hopefully get this back up. But the production looks good. The pillars look nice over our farmland. Going to play a little bit of that. Farming Simulator 17 just came out. Getting a server set up on that, it looks like, with some friends. And we're going to be getting our farm on. But I apologize to everybody. I caught the fever again. Brand new fever. Caught it good. I'm going to be here for a bit. Cruising around. Shipping lanes and airlines and all kinds of cool stuff. But what I did here was I added the good old Canadians, Ontario. We're in the mix now. It's happening. We got Phoenix, Ontario, and the good old town of Eugene. Next stop, Fargo. I want to put some food truck stops here and deliver more food. However, right now, my priority is going to be on doubling up a secondary train. We're going to want to do that for certain on the wheat moo oh no line. Because, yeah, the bread is getting baked. And nice, see how you can see this? Looking good. Still slows down. Look, we're still going to get some slowdown, but we're dropping to 17, 16, not 5. And it took probably an additional 3 months going that way. And I was able to throw on that locomotive on the back end. So now we're really trucking along with this. It really made the difference. Notice we were still on that break-even line before. Now, you can look at the profits. We're starting to make profits. I'm still in the negative, but it's only February. That's what's happening right there for this year. The great year of 1883. What I'm really hoping for here are some upgrades on the farms and the processing plant. And I keep opening and closing them, but we'll see how it goes. We're up to 84. What we need to do is max out at that 100 production limit for a good year or so, at least, something like that. And that's going to, extended the double track out here. Just getting ready. Don't have the next train on here yet, but we're getting ready. Gonna get it in this depot, getting it going. Slowly, as I've been building this money up, we're gonna save up and we're gonna buy a secondary train. So let's take a look. What I'm thinking is nothing too crazy. Let's go with the Borsig, and maybe we'll throw the General as the replacement on our food line. Because now we've used the D13, and that's on our food line now, so we'll replace this one with the General. And then the Baldwin's 6 wheels. He's doubled up. We're going to add a secondary train with... I'm thinking the Borsig because of the speed. Or, see, here you jump up to 60, and that'll be kind of competing on the speed. And then 50 here. This guy's got 40, and look at the power. Very expensive. Like 3 times more than even the Borsig. However, decent speed. Huge amount of power, so I'd only have to put 1 of these compared to, say, maybe 2 of these, or I was thinking maybe 1 of these and 1 of these. I don't know. just thinking about playing around with some different ones here. But I'm thinking I'm going to go with... Oh, I think I've talked myself into it. Probably the Prussian. So we'll see what we go once we get more money. Right now, it's just let the money roll in. I was hoping to get some upgrades here, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen just yet. Not yet, my friends. We're holding off tight. These things have been on edge. Adding this secondary food line here, though, really should up the production levels. But the cow production, the potential on the cows, where did it go? Maybe we're going to have to add that second train, and that should just get things moving right along. But anyway, let's jump up, see these industries grow. As you can see, this has got this tiny little building. We will actually see a physical change, like a new building. Some of the farms will actually grow out, expand out. That's why you see this extra kind of square area. Been kind of cleaning it up a little bit, throwing some trees in. I'll do some terrain editing once we get some good amounts of extra money. I'll kind of clean it up a little bit, but this guy makes so much money now. So I want to see the upgrades. We're getting so close. See, 52, it keeps dropping back down. How are the cows? What's going on with that? Getting back up there. That's what I want to see. Oh, there was the number. There was the number. Get these going. We should be good. 76, 74, 62. No upgrade scheduled. I want to get these 100 limits up to 200. We'll see what we get going on. So, stick with me. Where is it? Where is our time machine? Hold on. No. Yes. You, broken down old vehicle. You, my friend, you are my time machine. Move me forward. Enter it in the date to industry upgrades. Let's see it happen. Let's jump in. Warp speed to industry upgrades. Engage. Alright, I'm loading us back in. We are only 1 year later. It's 1884, and the production is just right on the limit, at least for the processing plant. Almost getting to that 100. What I'm thinking I'm going to need to do, which we hate to do, but I think I need to take out a little bit of a loan so I can buy the secondary train and get it working on this food line, because I need to be transporting more food. Once I start doing that, I'm going to be able to upgrade to buildings automatically. It's just not happening right now, and we just got the unlock of some more vehicles. So things are still on the up and up. Let's do it. Let's take out a loan. Let's go crazy. Let's buy... Oh, excuse me, another vehicle here. We're going to buy train. We are going to pause the game. We're going to go with the Prussian. We're going to go with that guy right there. And then we're going to go with a good amount of gondolas. Oh, yep. Oh, man, that's some mean loans. However, this is going to turn a profit so quick. I'm going to be paying off these loans instantly. Like, right as soon as I can. Anytime I'm over, I'm going to be paying it off. So let's go 4 and as many boxcars as we can fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, should we throw the 6th one on there? Yes, we can. Set line. The wheat moo-moo. Oh, no. Let's get to it. Let's jump onto it. That should really up our production. Let's see if this really does the trick. We've been looking for it. We've been trying to figure out how can we increase our limits. And I'm thinking this second train's going to cut it because we can make a ton of money. Sell. Repay. Almost every time one of these trains delivers the wheat and cows, we are going to be paying off that loan. And this is what's going to be great right here. Let's zoom on in. These guys are almost never going to interrupt each other. Hopefully, that's the plan. And we shall see. These guys are giving me a hard time because, see, that there's so much packed away that they just don't need production. It's all sitting in storage. It's all sitting at that train station. What we need to do is get these goods moved and allow the production to just really skyrocket. So I'm hoping that secondary train up there is going to be the answer to all of our problems. And I'm loving this crossover here. Double cross on both sides. I did that too. I had it flip back across. Signal in place so everyone's still smooth. Look, we get double trains working on here. We'll go in and watch this really fill up nice here. We don't need to see that anymore. And that's what I really want to do, is get these industries upgraded. I want to make this money, pay off these loans, come back, hopefully, by around the 1900s, or jump to the 1900s. I don't know if that'll be another episode. And I want you guys to decide, should we take out loans? Should we go with ships? And should we go that route? Should we deal with... We got to replace our trains. That's going to be one thing. Like, this guy's trucking right along, but even this guy is going to need replaced soon enough. Right? So we've got all these things to worry about. We've got our poor time traveler here just totally in the smoke, just not knowing what to do with life. But I'm just happy we got the train upgraded. I was able to add these 3 boxcars, hence the different colors. And it's really starting to make more money. Let's look at our profits here. Got a lot of green going on. The food's still hurting, because as you can see, I'm not a full load both ways, but that again came down to the fact that my wheat line, my wheat moo line, was not doing enough. I wasn't moving enough food. So now that this is happening, and the food's really on the move, I think we're going to be better. I really, really do. Because look, this guy's already coming back full of food. This guy's already flipping around right now. Look at that. That might cause a small hiccup here, waiting. But again, they haven't really worked out their schedule yet with each other. So we'll see how this goes here. But it's looking like that the Prussian's going to be able to handle those hills without any problem. We haven't really looked at this guy too much. So let's get a nice up-close look at our brand new train. Even threw a little green cross logo on there. I might throw my own logo on there at some point. And it's kind of hidden within the company charts. I love all the new charts, by the way, but you can throw in different logos and choose different logos, and it changes what's on the train. I thought that was a pretty neat little added function that they're working on. Gotta let our other guy go by there. Get it going, get it going. It's looking nice. Anyway, our money's down a little bit at the moment. But I really want to get this production up and running. That's the whole point. 1885, though, not too bad. This is why I thought about starting at a later point in time so we could really jump ahead to the new buildings. But then I'm like, wait a minute. That 1850 start, especially on a harder difficulty, you're going to want to do that just to get your transportation network kind of started. It's going to be slow going. You might have to go walk away, grab a cup of coffee while your train takes a few trips. But hey, the fever don't lie. The fever just keeps coming back. It's going to be good times. Anyway, we're almost breaking even again. I'm ready for this money to really start flipping around. That guy's going to flip around, and hopefully that'll be enough to pay off a bit of debt. And what's interesting here is I had livestock waiting, but it didn't auto-replay. There's no one cow in one of these boxcars. I thought he'd flip in there. But anyway, he's probably waiting for the next train. It's a nice little double combo what we can do here. Anyway, but let's speed up. Come on, processing plant. You are happy. You are enjoying these new train loads. 92. Come on, we're shooting for that 100 number. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get it up here. Come on. Chugga chugga choo choo. Come on, trains. You can do it. You can do it. 17. Pick up that speed. 16. That's going slower, guys. Come on now. You make it. Big green machine. Almost there. Almost there. We're going to have... livestock, only 17 to 21. That's not that good. That's not going to help us out of debt. Well, it'll get us out of debt, but maybe... Ooh, nope. Just enough. Not help paying off those loans, and those loans have some finance charges, but that was a good stop. This guy's already waiting for a free path, which is available now, so that's good. Really didn't want him to have to stop. This guy almost needs a few more cars on it, a few more wagons. Slow him down a bit. He's going a little crazy. See, look, he's going full speed, 40. With no trouble. That power of this new locomotive is really helping. And this is wrong, actually. This is train number 2. This is the double locomotive, which is true. If you look at that, it does combine those two locomotives' power, which is what's that's our benefit here. And if you look at these two locomotives have a total running cost lower than the single other locomotive I have running up here. But look at that, full 42 food, 56 food. Get ready for some money. on these drop-offs right here. Let's see how much we make with 56 food. We're going to drop it off. That was 428k. That's tasty. And that, see, that fills this up, the Canadian bacon line. Because it's going to Ontario, sorry. That's what you get. And let's check on the two things that we're checking on. Look at this. It upgraded when we weren't looking. Oh my goodness. I walk away for 2 seconds and you upgrade. We've been sitting here this whole time waiting for this upgrade. And this is what happens when you go full speed. So it went from that little tiny building to this nice big sized building here. Full speed ahead. Look at that. I saw it even hit. We saw 90. You guys even probably saw it saying it was going to upgrade. And I clicked away. But you get the idea. We're going to make sure we catch the farm upgrade. But this is nice. We're really starting to truck out this food. You can see the grain getting put in. The livestock goes here. And then the output is the food, which is filling up here and very quickly transferring over here. So, boy, I'm telling you, that extra train really did the trick. So I think by 1900, look at this. Look at this money. Money. Give me more money. How nice is that? Sorry, that train coming in was... I don't get paid here. This is just the pickup. Oh, 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 oh. Almost had some drama. They both took off at the same time. Nice anti-collision. Hey, we got the Halle Berry tram. Gotta have one of those. We haven't done anything passengers, so that's back to what I was talking about. What are we going to do with our money? We already have this existing train line, right? So we could double it up, create some pass-bys, things like that, and have our first passenger line. Or we can... What I would suggest is we should go hunt down some fuel. We got Lafayette. We've got some crude oil, which we could turn into fuel. Start some network here, and maybe even sneak some food over to Lafayette as well. We could hit the water and go a whole nother direction. You know, we could do something out here where I bring stone by ship somewhere. Or, yeah, we'll figure out something along the water. Haven't looked too much, or some iron ore. Ooh, we could do some food. We're already doing a bunch with food. I'd like to change it up. But we'll see what we can do. And then, don't you worry, we're going to get into the air and get some airplanes going with some passenger travel soon enough. But we have some options, you know, as far as paying off our debt first, which I highly recommend. We can expand our industry network, which would be good too. Here's another crude oil, which we could bring up here. Produce some fuel at the oil refinery. Oh, so there's lots of possibilities. Because I could do a rail line to these 4 cities that could maybe transport fuel, transport food. However, if we get down to it, we got these mountains in the way, so we're going to have to deal with this somehow. Oh! Ha! You almost did it without me saying in 4 months. We are going to finally upgrade our Phoenix farms. That's right, Monte Acres. That's what we should call it. Come on now. Monte Acres. And very cool. It's going to be upgrading soon. I don't know what's going to happen with this upgrade. 3 months. We're going to get some type of expansion. Maybe another, like a stockyard or something for all the cows. Or expansion somewhere. But we got time flying. I'm going full speed. See how these trains do. Because look, there's that money. I want to go to my finances and repay a little bit. There we go. Whew, that's a lot of loans. Anyway, it's good to see the money coming in. 1 month away from the upgrade. And October 28th. Slow down time. Let's see it happen. What are you going to do, farm? What do you got for me? It's Halloween. Ooh, yeah, that really upgraded. A lot more of this should upgrade. Yeah, look at our production limit now. We can really start racking out. You know what I'm hoping is this is going to let me get a little bit more livestock. Because if I could push more livestock, that's the only thing where I'm hurting. Where I've like empty wagons that aren't being useful is not pushing enough livestock. But it looks like all these train lines too, and I say train lines, but I mean truck lines, might need a little bit of support as well. As you can see, the goods are starting to back up, but not too bad. Not too shabby. I think we're doing pretty good. I'm liking where things are. I still want to jump forward a little bit. because now it looks like everything's just looking nice. We're just ready for the grind of some money. Once that money comes in, I'm going to try to pay off all my loans by the year 1900. That's right, I think it's going to take a good 12, 13 years to really get this rocking and rolling. Let's check out our new train here. And you guys post below. What do you guys like about the free play mode? I don't want to spoil too much with the campaign mode. Like, I'm showing that, but I want to, like, kind of put, like, a mission out every few days or something, because I know you guys are excited about it, but there's some who can't wait, and you just want to see the campaign. So hopefully I'll be spending a lot of time in free play, a little bit of time in campaign mode. You guys let me know in the comments. I really want to show this guys off for you. I know most of you have already pre-ordered the game. You're already excited about it, ready to get your hands on it. So I am at your mercy. What you want to see, I will try to show. So I am going to try to get past the train feverish aspects of it, which is what I'm using to kind of get the industry kick-started. You've seen some of the new track building. You've seen some of the new trains and features. However, I got to get in the ocean. I got to get in the rivers. I got to get into the sky. We got to get moving. So let's jump right ahead, pay off these loans, and I will bring you guys along when we're ready to expand the tracks and more. So hold on tight. I'm going to bring you guys right back when we're ready to replace this and make some money. Well, welcome to the future, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, that Monte, that's not the train we were just looking at. Well, some things happened when we went through the time change there. Well, not too much. I just threw my trains in the depot and moved some things around. Remember 1875, that day that happened when we bought, we spent some money and we bought the Prussian. Now, what I did was, this is what I was excited aboard. January 2nd, 1900. The big boats are here. We're going to check those out soon enough. But back to the Borsig. So what I did was I took the Prussian and I put him on the big train. The big train. The big train, you know what that train is. It's going to be probably passing us. Oh, right here. Here he comes. Here comes the Prussian. All we did was we transferred him over to the replacement of our other train, and look at this big boy right there. That is a massive train line right there. Moving grain, moving food, moving cows, moving the world, making it a better place in the Monte. What I did with the other little train was I kept all these cars. These were already all paid for. I just changed, I dropped these, or I dropped the Prussian off, added the Borsig, sent him on his way, sold the entire other train, and then just had the Prussians sitting in the depot, added all these wagons, and just sent them on their way. So it's still just a two-train system. 1900. Because of that, though, I'm still in debt. Only 2.5 million. We're almost back to the basics. Almost back to where we started in 1850, at least in the bank's eyes. However, in my eyes, sorry about that lag right there. 1900 lag. What is this? Anyway, I'm just excited at how things are looking. There's those 60 frames per second. This one, again, was more of like a recap of 50 years to push us forward to the 1900s. A very pushy episode 2. I know, I apologize. But again, like I said, this is new content. We're going to skip ahead. There's going to be plenty of time to take our time and really build out and do all that stuff. This is more about showing off all the new content to you guys. So I want to jump into the future. Or the future will be here, and then there will be no future to see or show off, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to be jumping around, playing around, having fun, showing you guys the highlights of the world that is called the Monte, and little Monte Acres here. But just check, this guy's so big he can't fit. Here's my downside. I know. On my own, I did not plan for this large train. So they have it to where even on the smaller platforms, these trains will work, but as you can see, they graphically kind of disappear. This was my own doing. I built in such a small area. The possibility to upgrade these is here, to say like 250. However, for where I built it, it actually would be pretty disastrous. It's possible. Maybe later on, just for looks, I will upgrade this. But it's going to take a lot of rework, and we just don't have that kind of play around money. We got play around money, but not that kind of play around money. The other good news with this massive train is how he can now operate on more of an even schedule with the other train, the Borsig up here. They aren't waiting for each other. I've actually seen them. They've just been a consistent, smooth ride for about the last 4 or 5 years. So everything's been going pretty well with these guys. I'm still trying to pay off the debt. I was hoping to have it paid off by 1900. But the good thing is we got cash flow. We're still paying it off. We're down to 2 million. Like now, we're truly down to 2 million where we started. And things are still on the up. Now, I'm finally going to... The point here is it's proving that I am finally self-sufficient. We're going to make enough money to hopefully build out a passenger line. I think that's what we're going to go with. However, I am going to try, next episode, we are going to get in the water, get our feet wet. We're going to ship stuff because I was waiting until we got the big ships. Like, when you ship stuff, the running costs are very good. However, the property maintenance of the ports are very expensive. I don't know if people notice that. Like, even though you're making good money on the running costs, the property maintenance of keeping up a shipping network is a little pricey. And also, I'm not doing, again, not doing any gameplay tips or reviews until the game's fully released, because this is, again, beta version. Things are likely to change and be balanced as we go. So it's more just fun, showing off the new content. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Moving on. Money's in the bank. And things are going pretty well. I had to show off this new train. When I said I would show off anything that changes, it's a small change, but a change nonetheless. And I wanted to show it off, show you how our little network here's looking. We're going to get our really old guy flying by. Oh, thought I heard him. Nope, just that train. Where is... Here we go. Let's check him out. This is the other train that got, finally, the much-needed upgrade. Not only did I add a lot more wagons and brand new fresh wagons, we've got the General. The General is now alive and running and working well. So, look at that. Nice fresh coat of paint. I'm always looking for... Look, there's the General. Now, I know it's old black and white style. I don't know if you guys ever actually watched the old movie. Is it called The General? I think it's called The General. A little short film. Definitely well worth it. It's probably been like 15 years since I've seen the thing. It's probably 40-some years old. However, the General is a really cool little... it features the General engine. And old style, one of the first... what is it? Black and white films, I think. So, anywho, I'm blabbering on. It's been... I have to say, I should look these details up before I just start randomly trying to remember trivia, because man, I'm telling you, if it's trivia night at the pub near you, you do not want me on your team. I just trivia. I don't got it. It's not there. It doesn't. The trivia part of my brain just doesn't work. Anyway, here we have it. The General on the way in. We've got all our trains upgraded. Things are going well. However, we are back to where, you know, we could just stare at the train for the next 3 years until we make some money, or I can do the usual, which, don't you worry, I took the time machine capabilities and pulled it from our old train and put it in the General here. We will be able to warp into the future without any type of problem. But I wanted to just throw this one out here to show you the industry upgrades, which is really nice. You can see how the production's really ramped up. Oh my goodness. We've got all our trains upgraded. So this was the big upgrade episode. Upgrades, new lines, new trains, replacement trains, I guess you could say. And now we're ready to really, truly step out of our boundaries that we've been in for the first 50 years of our transportation company's life. And stretch our feet. Like I said, let's get our feet wet. Let's go in the water. We're going to be doing that next time. Thanks again for just tuning in, seeing the update video of how the Monte is doing. And I'm doing fine myself, by the way. But the region is doing good. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are enjoying it. My little wonky Monte Acres farm here. But I like it. I like it all kind of working together, having fun downtown, getting all the trains going. But I want to actually start playing in the cities a little bit more. Let's get back to where we started. Let's get back into the city of Eugene. We got to get some just transportation networks going. We got food. They're happy. They got their McDonald's. They got their burgers, so they're good. However, we got to spread out. We need to get some more types of goods. We need to get more types of transportation because, as you can see, the cars are starting to show up. I mean, I haven't seen many cars. This is actually the first car we've seen cruising around. I mean, it's looking pretty cool. travels everywhere by car. It just sticks in Eugene, still not leaving, but goes to the restaurant, the vegetable store. The little, this has got to be a food market here, because those look like the goods from, oh wow, that's the actual food. Yeah, 58%. That's storage right there. Those boxes look like the boxes from our trucks right here. Which, as you can see, look at that. Oh, it's looking nice. We're already causing traffic, already causing drama. And I love this downtown street here with the nice corner building at the end of the way. Oh no, the cars are coming. The cars are coming and we don't have any passenger transportation. We're going to have to fix it. People are going to want to start traveling on the expensive. I think right after we get those boats down and get that running, I would really like to get some passenger train lines going here. And start playing with the trains. And playing with the planes. And all that jazz. So see you guys next time in Eugene. As we continue on our adventures of the Monte in free play mode. See you guys next time. Thanks for commenting and subscribing to keep up with all the cool news. And thanks for your posts in the first video. I do appreciate that. And dude, the campaign is already kicking off. I got the America campaign. I hate that I don't want to spoil it, but I just had to show it off. It's so cool. The campaign mode is just such a change of pace and gives us something to shoot for while we're building out our network. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys enjoy both the change of style and pace, and more transport fever to come. Stay tuned.